Welcome to Candid Conversations with Candidates, brought to you by Crowing Power in partnership with Lakes Media Collaborative and the Brainerd Lakes Chamber. I'm Lisa Paxton, and it's my pleasure to welcome Don Jacobson. Don is a candidate for Nisswa City Council. Don, welcome.
Thank you, Lisa.
It's good to have you with us today.
Okay.
We're going to start first with your opening comments.
When you have a politician, that's a big opening. I think people should know a little bit about my background. I moved up here a year ago into this area because I wanted to move up here, but I've been a homeowner up here for about 5 years. Before that, I served on a city council, City of Andover. I was there for 26 years. I was reelected 7 times, so I think people probably had some confidence in me there. I also served on a number of other boards. I was the chair of a private school, K through 12, chair of that board. I was also on the Connexus Energy, which is the largest rural electric cooperative in the upper Midwest. I was the vice chair there. And I also served for some 20 years on the Quad Cities Cable Television Commission. I was on the board there, so I have quite a bit of board experience, and I think that will do me in good stead up here. So that's a little bit of my background.
As a part-time resident for 5 years and a full-time resident now for a year, what do you see as your top priority if elected?
Well, I think one of the things we have to look at, and no matter where you are, is fiscal restraint. Things are not good in the economy right now. I know the city of Nisswa is depending on a lot of grants and things like that. I truly think that a city council needs to take a look at what is really important and what's nice to have. I don't like to spend a lot of money. I'm very conservative, and I think we should watch out for bonding authority. It comes right back to the people who live there. They have to pay the taxes even on a bond. So I think fiscal restraint and taking a look at what we can do to keep those costs down.
Do you have any specific ideas around the budget priorities or as it relates to that? In terms of the budget, I'm not involved. Obviously, I'm not on the council right now, and that process is ongoing. But my feeling, my basic intent is that during this period, during the next couple of years, costs should not be going up more than the cost of living. Obviously, the city has to buy some things, fuel and other things, and office supplies of that nature. But other than that, the cost of doing that should be above the cost of living, and I would like to hold it to that. Okay. Let's talk about you as it relates to the other candidates for this position. Give us 3 things that distinguish you as a candidate. Well,
first, I'm a newbie. The other 2 candidates have been on. The young lady has been on for a couple of months. She came up from the Planning and Zoning Commission and was appointed. The other candidate, the young man, has been on, I think, for 1 term, but I'm not positive about that. So I have a lot of experience that they probably don't have, having been on a city council for 26 years and having some of the same problems there that you're looking at here. So that sets me apart. I'm new, and that maybe that could be considered maybe a negative by some people, but also at the same time, new eyes looking at the problems sometimes give new and better solutions.
Okay. As you think about new and better solutions, anything in particular that you've observed or that you'd like to see implemented if elected?
Well, in the city of Nisswa, I've been attending all the city council meetings. A lot of the activity there relates around the downtown area. There's more to the city of Nisswa than just the downtown area. Right down south of town a little bit at 371, where the Wendy's and the Holiday Station is, there's a lot of land down there that's some of it's for sale. I think that should be looked at, developed to make sure it's zoned properly. And I know it's difficult in this period of time when cash isn't available. But let's see if we can find somebody who can develop that and provide some permanent year-round jobs for the people of the city. I think that's one area that we should really be looking at.
Okay. You gave me a great segue into the next question, which is really, how do you ensure that the city of Nisswa is business friendly?
Well, the biggest, if I can use the term, baseball bat that the city has with business is the ordinances. We have to make sure that the ordinances are not onerous to business. They should be reasonable. They should be proper. But and my feeling is that once you have a reasonable and proper ordinance in place, let business do its thing. Let the interpreters take charge, and let's see what they can do, and get the city out of the picture.
Okay. The next question relates to community partners. It takes a number of community partners for a healthy community. Do you have certain community partners that you're looking forward to working with if elected?
The Brainerd Lakes area, I believe it's through the Chamber, has started to set up a group of retired business people who are willing to come and help cities and help townships with projects. Some of this stuff requires people with a really big financial background and business expertise, and I think partnering with them to look at that area south of the city along 371 and 77 may be very advantageous to the city, and I don't think there's any cost in doing that. That's something we should be taking advantage of.
Okay, great. Do you have anything else you want to add that we haven't covered?
Anything? Well, I hope that come November that you would look positively at me and say, well, he's new, but let's give him a shot. Let's see what he can do. I want to emphasize that I'm extremely conservative. I don't like to spend money, but when you do have a project that you know that you're going to have to do, I would rather spend a little extra money and do it right the first time, and not have to come back 2 years later and say, oh, we forgot this, we forgot that, and start patching things together. So I'm really conservative when it comes to money, and hope to see you at the polls.
Don, thank you for joining us, and thank you for watching Candid Conversations with Candidates. You can see this and other interviews at votebrainerdlakes.com.